It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Now here's Conley. Pass to Gasol. Rebound by Williams. And here's Kidd. Here's Petrovic. Back to Kidd. Lock at 6. Into Brook Lopez. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Excellent, really solid job actually by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And here are the Nets. There's the pick. Here's Petrovic. Outside Williams. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Outside Kidd. Pass to Lopez. Goes up the baseline. And the jumper is good.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Here's Conley. Rudy Gay on the wing. Knocked loose. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Gasol with the steal. Now here's Conley. Off his leg, and they're saying he kicked the ball. Here's Conley. Pass to Gay, and it's rejected.
3 misses to start the game, still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Shot clock at 5. Stolen. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And that one's good.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Outside Conley. Lopez over to help. Now here's Conley. Pass to Gasol. Right side Gasol. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
Boy, after the first 3 misses, I thought they'd get one here, but they still can't connect.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Now here's Conley. Gay. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And here are the Grizzlies now. Looking for the first basket of the game. 6 on the shot clock. The high post shot. It's blocked.
Still looking for their first basket. 5 misses to start the game.
Here's Petrovic. Outside Kidd. Conley grabs the miss.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Now here's Kidd. Kidd with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Now here is her 4 on the shot clock. Top of the key. Kidd with the bucket. Memphis trailing here. Now here's Conley. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Gasol. That's good.
Well, I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Brooklyn with the ball. Now Kidd. Pass to Irving. Backing in. That one a little long. Abdul-Rahim. Outside Conley. A floater. No good. Brooklyn with the ball. 4-point game. Right side Irving. Kidd. Park down low that time, and he got the 3-second play. And here is Conley. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. They set the pick. Back to Gasol. Working on Williams. And Gasol gets it to go.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint. And when you can get them, you got to score them.
Here's Kidd. Here's Petrovic. Here's Petrovic. Pass to Lopez. Outside Kidd. Shot clock at 6. No good. And here's Gay. Takes the lead pass. Conley. And there's the rejection. And he hits it to tie the game up.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Outside Kidd. Here's Petrovic. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Here's Conley. Gay right side. Gay right side. Pass to Conley. 6 to shoot. There's the block. Here's Petrovic. Now Kidd. Lopez with the ball. Pulls up on the wing. Lopez, no luck. Now here's Gay. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Gay right side. And they take the lead.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Outside Kidd. Back to Lopez. Pass to Williams. Outside Irving. Gives him the lead pass. And that one's good by Lopez.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They trail by 1. Gay outside. And here is Gasol. Misses off the left iron.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Outside Kidd. Petrovic. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Gay. Pass to Conley. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Wells. It's back to Battier. Outside Williams. Battier with it. 5 to shoot. Puts one up from 19. No good off the back of the rim.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, He has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Back to Carter. Back to Anderson. Pass to Williams. Now, here is Battier. Now, Randolph. Battier with it. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Jefferson. Soft touch off the glass.
And that's 6 straight points now, guys, coming on the inside.
Williams with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Posen. Pass to Williams. It's back to Battier. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Nets with the lead. Now here's Anderson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now Williams. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Battier, back to Williams. Randolph backs in. Hits the jumper. Brooklyn with the ball. Now Carter. Pass to Anderson. Clock at 6. Coleman. Here's Jefferson. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
And Steve, near the bucket, he's one of the best finishers around. I mean, he does a great job of using his strong body to fight through contact and get to the rack.
Now Randolph. Right side Randolph. Right block shot. Pass to Battier. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Martin. Leads him in there. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam. Memphis trailing here. And here is Williams. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Wells. A double clutch. And he sinks the layup.
That's outstanding hang-time improvisation right there.
And here's Anderson. Pass to Carter. Here's Martin. Back to Carter. And it's Brooklyn scoring again. From midcourt. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Nets. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise? Now here is Harris. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Vince Carter on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. Offensive rebound. Inside. Coleman. A second chance effort. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good. And the Nets making a change here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now Anthony. Posen. Randolph backs in. And that one's drained from the low block. Harris with it. Pass to Martin. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. It's back to Battier. Now here's Anthony. Battier with it. And the 3 ball is good.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
Here is Russell. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Coleman. Back to Russell. Shot clock at 6. Here's Martin. Pass to Jefferson. Here is with it. And here's Russell. Now, here is Russell. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. From deep three-point range, here's Martin. And finally, that one's good. Here's Bibby. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Out to Anthony. From downtown, Martin gets the rebound. Now Russell. Got a piece of it. And here's Bibby. Pass to Anthony. Kenyon Martin grabs the board. Here is with it. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Jefferson gets it to go.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Grizzlies making a switch here. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Gay outside. Back to Bibby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Anthony gets it to go.
They're absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
Now here's Lopez. Back to Harris. From outside the arc. No good. Here's Bibby. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Off the pick. Blocked. Now, here is Russell. Pass to Irving. Back to Russell. Fires from deep. No good. And here comes Anthony. There's the screen. Now Bibby. And he uses the glass on the layup. Here is with it. Outside Irving. Right side Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. It's a close game here in Brooklyn. Now, here is Bibby. Pass to Anthony. All alone. Abdur-Rahim makes it off the glass. Brooklyn with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Right side, Irving. With the lead pass, Lopez. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. He's got 6. And here comes Anthony. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Now Kidd. Right side, Irving. Lopez inside. Lopez, no luck. Memphis trailing here. Conley with it. Pass to Gay. Gay left side. Just 5 on the clock. Abdur-Rahim. And Gasol gets it to go.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
And here is Kidd. Irving with the ball. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Up high to stop the alley-oop. Here's Conley. 5 points in the game. Rudy Gay on the way. Back to Conley. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. He's got 7. And here is Kidd. Back to Lopez. And the Grizzlies with possession here. It's a 3-point game. Gay outside. Pass to Gasol. Left side Gasol. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go.
Very high quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
Kidd with it. Now Irving. Right side Irving. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
Outside Conley. Rebounded by the Nets.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
Pass to Lopez. The turnaround. The putback. Now here's Williams. Slams it home for the putback.
And one other thing, I like his vision when he's posting up. Being able to score down there is just part of being an effective post player. You got to punish him for doubling up on you too.
Outside Conley. Gasol backing down. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. He has 6.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Timeout called the Nets. The Nets with the lead. Now here's Kidd. Here's Petrovic. And that one's good by Petrovic.
Well, they've been leaning on that outside shot a little too much here in the second.
Here's Conley. Gay outside. Pass to Gasol. He's against Williams. No good from Gasol. Here's Williams. Brooklyn with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And stolen by Gay. And a strong finish with 2 hands. Here's Kidd. Back to Irving. Outside Kidd. This one for 3. No luck. Now Conley. He's got 7. Puts up a 3. Kidd grabs the board. Pass to Williams. Back to Kidd. Here's Petrovic. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. And he gets it to go. He's got 10.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Lopez over to help. Pass to Gasol. Conley with it. Outside Conley. Gasol. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Grizzlies making a switch here. And the Nets with possession here. They lead by 7. And here's Anderson. Pass to Lopez. Baseline jumper. And it's blocked. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Now here's Anderson. Clock at 6. Rebound by Williams. Pass to Gasol. Lopez is there. He sinks the 11-footer. He's got 8.
Boy, he's really doing a nice job taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
Here is Anderson. Outside Kidd. Covered by Conley. Back to Anderson. They set the screen. Front past the arc. And good on the basket. Book it.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that.
And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Nets. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Here's Kidd. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And here are the Grizzlies with it, trailing by 10. Gay outside. Kidd with the steal. Here's Petrovic. Here's Petrovic. Back to Kidd. Pass to Irving. Outside Kidd. 5 on the clock. Right side Kidd. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And here are the Grizzlies now. It's a 10-point game. Here's the screen. Gay outside. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Outside Kidd. There's the triple. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Pass to Gay. Back to Conley. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And Gasol gets it to go.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Outside Kidd. Here's Petrovic. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. 12 points for him.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Kidd with it. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Irving. And he gets it to go.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Gay. And he gets it to go. He has 6.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Now here's Kidd. Here's Petrovic. Pass to Lopez. Now Kidd. Left side Kidd. Fade away. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. And here comes Gay. 6 points for him. Now Conley. Kidd with the steal. Petrovic. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Outside Conley. Rudy Gay on the wing. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 9.
That would be 4 in a row for them now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Outside Kidd. Lopez with the ball. Pass to Kidd. 6 to shoot. Knocked away. Stolen by Michael Conley. Now here's Gay. Shot's good.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
The Nets with the lead. Kidd with it. 7 points in the game. Now Lopez. Back to Kidd. There's Petrovic. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Irving. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. He has 6.
I don't think we can talk about him without also mentioning his tendency to just erupt and string together a bunch of baskets in a row in a real short period of time.
Gasol's in the post, and Gasol gets it to go.
What a move. He saw a window on the other side of the rim and whipped it around for the immaculate reverse.
Now here's Kidd, and the shot is good.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Kidd with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Right side Kidd. The 11-footer. Right side Kidd. No good. Now here's Conley. He has 7. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Kidd. Timeout called, the Nets. Some changes for Memphis. Pass to Martin. And he jams it with authority. Memphis trailing here. Now Bibby. Gay left side. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Just 5 to shoot. It's back to Battier. And another basket for Memphis.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Carter with it. And here's Carter. Pass to Harris. Jefferson with it. Tries again. And the layup is good. He's got 10. Here's Bibby. Gay outside. Back to Bibby. Battier. Pass to Gasol. Just 5 on the clock. Bibby fires from 18. And it's Memphis with another. And here's Carter. Pass to Jefferson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They trail by 7. Anthony with it. Now, here is Bibby. Pass to Harris. Shot clock at 6. Carter. Carter left side. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Now, here's Bibby. Back to Randolph. Poked away. It's stolen by Martin. Jefferson inside. Out to Harris. There's a good screen. Carter outside. 5 to shoot. The offensive rebound. That's good. Now Anthony. Pass to Bibby. Now here is Battier. Second shot opportunity. Shot is off. Now here is Harris. There's the double team with Randolph. It's tipped. It's stolen by Anthony. Here's Battier. The Grizzlies with another miss.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Harris up top. Pass to Carter. Fires the three. The Grizzlies pull it in.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Bibby. Back to Anthony. And here is Battier. Now Anthony hands it from downtown. He's got 6.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Off his foot. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. And the Nets making a change here. Pass to Russell. Carter outside. Clock at 6. Lets the free fly. That's good. And here's Bibby. Pass to Randolph. Backs him down. And he gets it to go. 6 points for him.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Now, here is Russell. Russell with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Jefferson. Three-pointer. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. A 12-point game. Pass to Randolph. Back to Bibby. Anthony with it. Bibby with it. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nets out in front. The 4th quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Now here's Anthony. It's back to Battier. Pass to Anthony. From outside, off the mark.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Russell. The three-pointer is right on target.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
Here's Anthony. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Now Russell. Pass to Anderson. It's Vince Carter on the wing. And that is good.
That's been their bread and butter in the second half. They've really knocked down their long-range shots.
Here's Williams. We play just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Now Battier. A 3-ball. Can't get it to go.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
Pass to Carter. Back to Anderson. Now, here is Russell. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Williams. Here's Battier. Here's Anthony. Offline with his three.
And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Now, here's Anderson. Anderson's shot is off. Tries to save it. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And the Grizzlies making a change here. And Brooklyn has possession. Pass to Russell. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Now here's Anderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now Russell. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. And here is Williams. They double him with Russell. Pass to Gasol. Wells. Back to Gasol. 6 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Abdur-Rahim. And it's good. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
Yeah, and they've got to jump at the chance to actually stretch this thing out even more.
Good point. Anderson with the ball. Pass to Lopez. Releases. They get it back. Misses in close. Wells. Carter pulls it in.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Anderson with the ball. Now here's Anderson. Pass to Carter. Shot clock at 5. Hits the outside fadeaway.
Great shot. Had to fade back, but he still managed to drain it.
Here's Williams. Abdur-Rahim hits the jumper in space.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. A challenging stretch here for Memphis. Now Williams. Abdur-Rahim. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
They've raised their field goal percentage just above 50% here. They actually look like a totally different team than what we saw in the first half. Much better execution offensively.
And here is Kidd. Five on the clock. Pass to Carter. Fades. Can't get it to go. Now Gay. And the lead is down inside single digits.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Right side Kidd. Back to Carter. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Abdur-Rahim. And Lopez pulls it down.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Pass to Carter. Now Lopez. Back to Carter. Lets it go from deep. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, we can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Outside Williams. There's a screen. And here is Gasol. Backing down. Can change shot. Petrovic with the rebound. The Nets with the lead. It's Vince Carter on the wing. Carter left side. Here's the lob to the hoop. Lopez inside. Here's Williams. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's Gay. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
That's good from Gay. And here is Kidd. Right side, Irving. Dismissed. Back to Conley. Pass to Gay. No one near him. Hits the front of the rim and out. Outside Kidd. Here's Petrovic. Back to Kidd. 5 to shoot. Petrovic hits the three-point bomb.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the chart.
They set the pick. Outside Conley. Into Marc Gasol. To the paint. And Gasol gets it to go.
Are you sensing or feeling a theme here, fellas? I mean, they're taking it straight to the bucket every time down.
Outside Kidd. They get a hand on it. Here we go, one-on-one. Pass to Gasol. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. Kidd with it. Back to Irving. Kidd with it. There's the three. That drops.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. And the first one at the line is good. And Conley drops them both. Brooklyn with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Now here's Kidd. Pass to Williams. And that one's good.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
Here's Conley. Now here's Gasol. Lopez with the steal. Outside Irving. Pass to Kidd. Outside Williams. Now here is Irving. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
Gay outside. Pass to Conley. Rudy Gay on the wing. Gay left side. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Now Kidd. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Gay outside. shoots the three. This will rebound. Gasol's in the post. Pass to Gay. Now Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Kidd with the steal. And here is Lopez. Abdul-Rahim. And it's Memphis with another.
Good job pulling the trigger when the defense opened up for him. He had an opportunity, took advantage of it.
Clark, they're in good position here to ride it out.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, if they just play smart right here, Kevin, this game's pretty much over.
Now, here is her. Clock at 6. Pass to Lopez. He trains the turnaround jump shot. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Here's what's your take? And the Grizzlies with some changes. Back to Bibby. Battier. Poked loose. Stolen by Anderson. And here's Russell. And so it's Brooke. Jason Kidd.